I put my pre-order in a couple weeks ago and it is finally here. This is the new aluminum low CG laydown transmission case for the R1 DC1. We are talking about taking the DC1 to an even higher level of performance by eliminating wasteful parts and just simplifying the whole rear end design with this baby right here. We're going to take a look at it right now. I'm Chad, this is the Dorky M40 RC channel. We are going to make you faster today. What's going on, guys? Super happy to be with you guys here. Just got off of an awesome weekend. Actually did some indoor drone racing with my 3-inch tiny trainer. This is literally like one of the best spec classes you can be into with drones. I have not raced drones in like 5 or 6 years. That was out in like grass fields. This is actually in an old Westinghouse building here in my town. We are having this in this year. It's a race series. The guys from Cleveland are putting this thing together. It's super awesome. Just figured I'd show you guys a little bit of the DVR footage of myself flying in here. Now, I did not do that bad at all. I didn't qualify. I think I finished like 18th or 19th out of like 26. So we've got nowhere to go but up. But flying in this tight spaces, through these racks, through this huge abandoned warehouse that is just totally dirty and just old and nasty. It was just like it being in the actual DRL. It was amazing. There was actually a DRL pilot there flying with us. So spectacular experience. We've got like 5 or 6 races going on throughout the winter every couple weeks, you know, not counting the holidays and stuff. So look for a little bit of update that on the channel here so you guys can see exactly how your boy Dorky M40 does on the drone racing track. All right, so what are we talking about this transmission? Well, you know, R1's been dropping all kinds of tuned parts and upgrades for your DC1. Out of the box, how I ran my DC1 all last year, just fine. But if you want to take your DC1 to the top and start adding in some of these lighter weight, higher quality manufactured parts, then this is definitely for you. So what we're looking at here is the low CG laydown transmission kit. Coming in at 140 bucks, you pre-order this thing, all made out of aluminum. The thing is super lightweight. It gets rid of the camber link mount, creates a direct connection to the transmission itself, comes with a new shock tower, some shims. We'll talk about those here in a second if they are needed, and just some other awesome stuff. Doesn't work, you know, anymore with the old AE B6 parts, trying to eliminate all that kind of stuff. It's a very important thing to look at right there. You are going to want to make sure that you're using R1 gears. I would just go and make sure that you have their diff, their idler gear, and their top shaft. All that stuff is that nice gold, you know, type of anodized color that they do on all their stuff. They even got purple titanium screws now if you want to put those in your actual diff. So here is the transmission here in the bag, and what you're going to get, of course, is some screws and a shim kit. You're going to get the new shock tower as well, and then you are going to get this beautiful CNC transmission, which is held together with a single screw. This thing is literally lighter than any plastic B6 transmission that I have ever played with. It is super beautiful inside there. You can see just all of the millings and stuff. They're only hand making these like, I don't know, 15 or 20 at a time. I'm not sure what their rate is at right now, but everything looks like it is going to fit perfectly together. I cannot wait to get this together. It's going to look so good. It's one of those pieces that you're literally going to have together and you're going to not be able to see just how amazing it is inside of the car. So we're going to need to basically take this baby, going to clean it up a little bit, and going to apply some my favorite Permatex thread locker here. This is kind of like the thick gel kind of stuff right here that you can see. Kind of turns into like a pasty solution. I don't like to use like a lot of Loctite on any of my metal parts, even really on my cars. But when it comes to like these transmission screws, especially the ones that are going to come up and actually bolt the transmission to the car, have that Permatex setup in there nice so it is super good and solid when we actually finish building this thing. Now, being honest here, this has got to make the folks at R1 extremely happy to have a product like this. It's really going to elevate the DC1 and take it to that next level, getting rid of those associated B6 parts. You know, even if in the end we, the consumer, have to pick up and spend a little bit of extra more money to get some better performance, it's a win. You know, I own multiple B6s for the truck, the buggy, and I've ran different ones. The B6 transmission cases, they don't fit well together. The plastic ones, there's gaps. Sometimes if you tighten the screws too much, there's binding. And then if they're not tight enough, then things kind of slip back and forth. So it's nice to have a final like milled laydown solution for this car. Is really the key piece, in my opinion, that still maybe separated the Apollo a little bit from it, but now this just elevates it again. You know, there's the DC1 is the complete package when it comes to anything that you want. This was one of the last things that a lot of Apollo owners pointed their finger at and said, well, you're still using a B6 transmission. Well, not anymore. Not anymore, my friends. So take a look at it, guys, and make the decision for yourself. We'll build it up here together on the channel and see how everything works. Of course, you'll see the entire rebuild of the DC1 to get it ready for the 2023 season, which is looking like there's not going to be any changes to the Outlaw class, which I am fine with, but hopefully we can figure out something else for the rest of those racers to keep our lovely hobby going. So we will see you guys on the next video. Hit me up if you got any questions. Let me know what you think about this baby. We will talk to you guys later. Peace.